You have to pay these people. And what right does that violate? It was a right they called no taxation without representation. They passed other laws like the Quartering Act, which allows soldiers from Great Britain to march into your house, and you had to shelter them whether you liked it or not. They were passing all these laws that we hated. And we're Americans. We eat bacon. We eat more bacon because we're American. So we went to war with them, and we won. Now, take the War of 1812, the second war that we had against Great Britain. Over time, they started giving weapons to Indians, which were our enemies at the time. No, they're not shooting arrows at you or throwing tomahawks. They're shooting at you with guns. That's not good. Not to mention, they were impressing American sailors at sea. No, they weren't impressing them. They were literally kidnapping them and making them join the Royal Navy, forcing them to work with them. So, no go. We went to war with them again. And we won. How embarrassing is that? Britain went to war with us twice and lost both of them. Now, take something a little bit more recent. The attack on Pearl Harbor. It was an early morning, December 7th, 1941, just before 8 o'clock a.m. The American naval base just off the coast of Honolulu, Hawaii, was attacked. And the damage was horrible. Over 3,000 American sailors and civilians were killed or wounded. About 6 battleships were destroyed or made unseaworthy, and hundreds of planes were destroyed. Now, after this event, America had no choice. They had to enter the Second World War. And the whole attack on Pearl Harbor was a mistake, in my opinion, on Japan's part, because the way we closed that war was we dropped 2 atomic bombs on the major cities in Japan, Hiroshima and Nagasaki. So, they bomb our harbor, sure, we will blow up their cities. Now, the question again was, why were more people patriotic about this event than that one? Well, I think the reason why was, think about this. If people or your home country, like say your dad took away your allowance, all right? Or he said you couldn't go hang out at your friend's house. What are you gonna do? Nothing, really. It's your dad. Just as Great Britain was America's home country. And plus, they weren't too big on rising up and going against them whenever they were housing their soldiers. The most powerful country in the world, and they're camping in our backyard. But this event, we're an independent nation. And then they invade our country and kill Americans. How are we going to react to that? Uncle Sam is going to say, hey, they just killed our brothers and our sisters. What are you going to do about it? Put some green on, sail over there, and go fight them. And that's exactly what Americans did. They were very patriotic about it. It's fantastic. So, I think I've answered my question. If this guy made you pay a little bit more money or said you couldn't go over there, sure, rise up against them. But if these guys invade your country and try to kill you, you better rise up